Link's combo game is one of the most unique in all of Smash Ultimate. This is also one of the many reasons why I like playing Link so much. In combination with his projectiles, he can do all kind of different combos and strings, including boomerang combos. Deep edge guards. Bomb loops. Tricky plays. Jab blocks. Footstools and more. Today I will show you 5 combos, strings I do very often playing Link. Not only will you learn these 5 combos today, but you will also learn different finishers for most of them. Don't forget to turn on stale moves, the same consecutive moves deal less percent and knockback. Let's get started. Bear cross up low percent. I use this combo often in early percent as a bear cross-up option. It deals a good amount of percent early on. We are starting off with the basic opener. This combo is completely true. Afterwards, it depends on the character weight, fall stats, DI, etc. Example, too floaty plus DI away is you can't grab anymore, as you can see here with Peach. Here are a few different ways to follow up. Follow-up Nair as an option is good for a potential platform chase or to position your opponent further off stage. You can extend it with another Nair, for example, on a missed tech, or react on the tech option. Or just with a fair. But watch out for the percent on your opponent and how stale your moves already are. Here you can clearly see the difference between staled and not staled. There are many ways to follow up afterwards. It always depends on your imagination and what your opponent does. I sometimes do a down tilt as well. Boomerang, drag down, fair mix-up. This is more of a mix-up than a combo. It can be true, but the drag down timing is very hard. It is important to fast fall exactly when you hit your opponent. A grab is also a potential mix-up. As always, you can play around with the opener being boomerang to fast fall fair. Returning boomerang drag down. Before we start, you may have a question. Why not do a simple fair after the boomerang? While the fair is easier to perform, it kills later. In fact, this can kill even earlier than 75% on Mario on FD. If you don't see the boomerang, hear when the boomerang reached its limit and is about to return. This combo has a pretty good rhythm to it as well. You can also start it with an arrow instead of a nair. Returning Boomerang Spike or the Sylvan Spike. It is good if you don't have enough time to position yourself for a bomb ledge trap. Before I show you how it's done, I show you how to practice. Mario at 80%, Omega FD stage, and use F tilde Mario. You will get Mario in a really good position to snap the ledge, also this works best if you predict a normal get up. You can also finish differently if your opponent is either too far away with a fair, or you need to input a faster move and do a nair. These combos are all about timing your moves to your opponent's get up. I only recommend it if you don't have enough time to set up a bomb ledge trap. Other than that, bomb ledge trap is always superior. Nair bomb detonation. This is a pretty short combo to take your opponent's stock. If you dash incorrectly, the following outcomes will happen. No dash is it's not true anymore, as you can see. And dash too much and you will hit yourself. This combo can be a very effective way to take a stock. Epilogue. I just showed you 5 combos which are used pretty often in real matches, together with different variations to it. Of course there are much more different combos I use, and most of you know that I have more of a freestyle type of combo game. These 5 combos were either suggested by users or I thought they are a good addition to your gameplay. With these combos I wanted to show you how to think outside of the box and what may be possible. It's all about taking the entire moveset and situation into consideration. I'm looking forward to your combos and maybe I can learn something from you as well. Honestly, I'm pretty sure I will. This was a bit of a different guide and I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, feel free to subscribe or give the video a thumbs up, this would help me out a ton. See you next time, have a blast, and happy practicing!